It's coming down pretty good. Heck of a time to go camping, huh? It's going to be a little hard to sleep hearing them trees making them noises all night. Won't be surprised if something don't come down in the middle of the night. I'm going to try to get this knot out of this tree. There's got to be at least a little bit of fat wood behind it. I don't know if I'll take it home or help start my fire, but probably a pretty good chunk on the end. I've already twisted it a little bit. I've almost got it out, but oh, what's on the end of it? Well, I'll shave it down a little bit. And this is all punky, isn't it? Might be something salvageable in there. We'll see. Either way, it'll burn. I don't feel like walking anymore, but I'm not sure. I didn't think there was a lake here, but that almost looks like water down there. My eyes ain't good enough to see. I don't think there's supposed to be water down there. Oh, she's a little bit heavy. So I just got to camp. One of the first things, a little hot after hiking a little bit. One of the first things get some of this extra weight out of here. A couple of you people know what this is. I'm gonna sit down for a minute, have me a beer, light me a fire. I gotta clean up the fire pit. Somebody left this thing a mess. I don't know why in the world. I already cleaned the trash out of it, but it's just completely full. So you can see this in the camera. And overflowing. So I have to dig some of this stuff out and throw it out in the woods. Set my tent up, get a fire going, and start to actually relax a little bit. Gotta do my camp chores first. You guys see that big tree leaning? It's been sitting there for a minute. It gets way up there. Kind of thinking, you know, saw tree. Maybe. Yeah. Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I don't die 'cause of it. I know I've went over doing a fire a couple times, but I keep seeing videos of all these guys out camping and they can't light a fire to save their life. Like, if they didn't have lighter fluid or something, they would have just been stuck. It's a little wet, so I got a little bit of something to get it up off the ground. I really like these little like barbecue matches. When I got a little bit, that's way overkill. That's a lot of fat wood, but it'll take 5 minutes. I went out and got the driest stuff I could find, just maybe a handful or two. I'm supposed to be down in the 20s tonight, so I just want to get a fire going, so I'm not going to mess around. Yeah, it's hot. it's a little bit windy. But now I got that. Spread this out over top of it. Just want to make sure I don't smother it too much and put it out. Lucky for me, it's pretty much all pine here. One big thing you want to listen for, it's going to crack and not bend. You can hear it snap. Five minutes of preparation is all you need. And one good little fire starter. It's too cold. I don't feel like I've done fair rod and shavings and all that good stuff. I don't feel like doing it today. It's getting a little bit chilly. I'm about to burn through all my daylight, so there you go. There she is, all set up. I got stakes everywhere that needs stakes except for the guy lines by the window. It's supposed to be windy tonight, but not that windy. Heck, you can see, if I can hold still, you can see the trees moving. It's a little bit windy. She ain't gonna go anywhere. Gonna be a good test anyway. Get my stuff inside and we'll take a look inside. One thing I do like, a lot of tents, when the rain comes off the fly, it actually hits the bottom of the tent. You can see here, takes a little bit of moving stuff around, loosening some stuff, tightening some stuff, but it looks like that it's sticking out there, but it's not. The rain's going to come right off the fly and hit the ground before it even touches the actual tent. It's one thing I'm not a big fan of when the fly is so high up, but there's still, we got a couple inches. I got good ventilation all the way around. I'm liking this tent so far. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind, but these trees are just banging together. Depending on which tree, some of the tops of them are moving, hell, 5 foot when the wind blows hard, 8 foot. It's kind of hard to keep the camera still, but that one over there is really moving. I'm gonna get the camera nice and still. Of course, when I do, the wind stops, but I don't know if you guys can hear the wind, but these trees are going nuts. There was a couple times ago I was out here and all night long all I heard was cracking and banging, and there's all sorts of trees coming down. Hey guys, welcome back. We're back to my favorite time of the night, dinner time. Tonight, we're going to do a ribeye. I'm going to cook that on the little grill over the fire. I got the fire burning down right now, so I'm trying to hurry, not waste too much time. I don't usually bring my little cutting board, but I bought myself a cool little new knife. Instead of the little dollar store steak knife, bought myself Open L. Nice little knives. It's pretty sharp. I don't want to dull it up cutting my potato on my metal plate. So I got something plastic. So everything I have my T-bone, I have my grill, I want to say this is a 900 mil cook pot, if I can get it out of here. This is for coffee in the morning. This is for the potatoes. I want to say it's 900 mil, 700 mil. Okay. I'm just going to cut up my potatoes, put them in there, soft boil them, and then fry them up. Of course, I have my little Walmart cook kit, $6. One of the best things you can get. I got some oil. There's all my coffee and all that good stuff for the morning. But I'm gonna get this started. First thing, I'm gonna cut up my potato into chunks. Man, this knife is sharp. I love this knife. Man, you hear that wind? The weather's supposed to be terrible tonight. There's been hail and snow and everything already. This is one of my favorite camp meals. I cook this almost every time. There's probably another video of it on here somewhere. Man, this is going to be good. I'm so hungry. I don't think I've eaten all day. Had me 6 or 8 beers so far. I don't think I've had any food. So, let me grab my water. It's a little bit chilly out. Fill this up with water. Got me a couple Papa John's seasoning packets. I will not put those on until I'm actually frying it. But it's as easy as that. I'll let these boil for a minute. I'll put these on the grill. And then once I put the potatoes in the pan to fry them, I'll go ahead and put the steak on. These are going to boil for about, I don't know, 10-ish minutes maybe. I'll go ahead and put this on the fire. We've got our potatoes on. They're not boiling yet. I got a little more flame going to them. I'm just going to get it boiling and then put them in the frying pan. I really like this pot. It's pretty huge. I'll just keep a little bit of flame under this, and by the time I put the steak on, make sure everything's coals, and then fry my potato and cook my steak. I didn't get back with you after dinner, so I went to drain my potatoes and I dumped half of them on the ground. So I just hurried up and finished cooking and ate my food, or at least what was left of it. It was a bummer. Must have left my shoe just outside the vestibule. We had a little bit of hail last night. First time out for the little BRS stove. This little thing is tiny. It should work just fine now. Too windy this morning, so I just wait and enjoy my coffee for a minute. One use and she turned purple. I've heard people say if they get these things really hot with too much weight on them, that the legs will warp. I would say I believe it. Come on, focus camera. There we go. That was only one use. You can barely see the snow falling. Camera's not picking it up very well, but it's snowing a little bit. I know this was not across the trail last night. This is right beside another campsite. So there's a couple things that fell last night. Judging by the needles, I don't think this fell last night. But there's stuff everywhere that's falling out of the trees. I didn't hear anything last night. Nothing fall, but I'm sure some stuff did somewhere. I was hoping it would do this last night, but now I'm leaving, it decides to start snowing. It's pretty good snow.